Today I'm sharing a healthy, budget-friendly meal prep video with you. This is what I did on Monday to prep for the upcoming week. Now this is a plant-based style meal prep, but please keep watching if you're not fully plant-based. I think a lot of the recipes and the ideas in this video will apply to anyone looking to eat healthier. Hey guys, it's Kira. Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna start off with this vegan breakfast scramble. Normally I would do a tofu scramble, but lately we've been getting a little bit creative and we started doing this really incredible chickpea scramble. And again, this recipe is super budget friendly because chickpea flour is really cheap compared to tofu, especially where I'm living currently. So the first thing you're gonna do is just chop up any veggies that you want. I'm doing an onion, a serrano pepper for some spice, and then some setas or mushrooms, and then as well a tomato. Then you're going to heat a pan on medium to high heat with a little bit of oil. Now if you're oil free, you could also just do water here. Once your pan is hot, you're going to add in all of your veggies and saute those for a few minutes until nicely cooked through. Once those are sauteing, you can prepare your chickpea mixture. So all you're going to need here is chickpea flour and a few spices. You're going to do 1-to-1 ratio chickpea flour to water. So because I want to make a big batch here, I'm actually doing 2 cups of chickpea flour and 2 cups of water. I probably should have used a little bit bigger of a bowl because my water didn't fit, so I'm doing it in 2 portions here and it just barely fits. So if you're doing a big portion, just get a nice big bowl. For the spices, I'm doing turmeric, paprika, and garlic powder. Then the key ingredient to make this a really eggy breakfast scramble-like flavor, you're gonna need some kala namak black salt, which is an Indian spice, and I swear it tastes and smells exactly like eggs. So crazy. Then you're just gonna whisk that all together till you have this nice mixture. Once your veggies are cooked through, just put those to the side in a separate bowl. Then you're gonna put in your chickpea scramble mixture. Now I like to let that sit until it's pretty much fully cooked through. So you wanna set that on medium to high heat for about 5 to 10 minutes even. Then you can start breaking it up, add in your veggies, and then just cook again for another minute or so until everything is nice and warm. You can serve this any way you like, but one of our favorite ways is on breakfast tortillas. So I'm just going to take a few fresh tortillas that we have on hand here, load up the scramble with a little bit of extra hot sauce and of course a little bit of extra nutritional yeast as well for an extra protein boost. I'm also going to add on a little extra kala namak just to make these super breakfasty. You can serve this really any other way that you like to have your regular egg scramble or your tofu scramble. The best thing about doing a big batch is you're going to have leftovers for the rest of the week. Our next recipe we're going to make are some protein granola bars. I love making my own granola bars. It is so much healthier than the store-bought ones that are full of sugar, and I love that you can customize them for what you like. So what I'm gonna do in this week's bar recipe is just some classic rolled oats. Then I'm gonna make a flax egg. You don't have to do this, you could just do flaxseed in the oats, but I do like making a flax egg just to help everything stick together, which is just 1 tablespoon of flax with 3 tablespoons of water. And you do that for however many you want. So I'm doing 2 here, so 2 tablespoons of flax, 6 tablespoons of water. Then for your extra add-ins, for the dry add-ins, you're gonna do a little bit of salt, as well as any other chopped nuts or fruits that you like. Last week I did a mixture with dried cranberries, but today I thought I would change it up and do some with some dates. So we are doing almonds and dates today. And then you're just going to mix that all together. Also going to want to add in your protein powder of choice. I'm doing the Birdman blueberry protein powder here, but you could do any kind of vanilla or chocolate or really any flavor that you'd like. Then for our wet ingredients, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of agave honey and a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Normally I would also like to add in some like peanut butter or nut butter, but I actually ran out, so we didn't have any on hand. But any kind of nut butter would make this really good, and then you could omit the oil. Next, you're just going to take an 8x8 pan, grease it with a little bit of oil, and then pour it in your mixture. The key to really good granola bars is to really make sure that it's pressed down. So you can press down with anything clean. You can even get wax paper and like step on it. I've seen people do. You can really do anything, but as long as it's super pressed down, then you should be good. Now I'm going to bake that in my air fryer for about 10 minutes on 350 or until the sides are golden brown. If you're doing it in a classic traditional oven, it might take a little bit longer, like 15 or 20 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer yet, or you're looking for a new air fryer oven, I absolutely love this one. It is like a toaster, an oven, an air fryer, all in one. It is so good. I use it every single day, I swear. I'll put the link below in the description box for it because it's such a good price and I love it so much. Once your protein bars have cooled for about 20 minutes, you're going to cut them into however many that you like. I like to do 10 with this size. I think it's like a really nice granola bar shape and it gives you about 10 grams of protein per bar. Next up, we are gonna make some beans in our Instapot. I love using dried beans because it is super budget friendly. And if you have an Instapot, making dried beans is so easy. For these beans that we're doing, these are white beans and they're called peruano beans. They're really common here in Mexico and they only take 30 minutes in the Instapot, which is amazing, and you don't have to pre-soak them at all. So once your 30 minutes is up, you're just going to take the lid off, you're going to drain them, and then you can season them however you like. This time I'm not going to season them because I'm going to be using them throughout the week for different things, like putting in my smoothies or smoothie bowls for one, or blending up into soups. And if I want to season them for like my Buddha bowls or any other kind of dinner with veggies, then I'll just season them on the day. Next up, we are going to prep some more things for like our Buddha bowls and salad bowls throughout the week. I just love having a lot of fresh veggies on hand, and I find it so helpful to really pre-wash and cut your veggies ahead of time. So this week we got a ton of broccoli, so we're probably going to be doing some stir fries with broccoli and some like rice bowls. So I'm just going to cut up all the broccoli, and yes, I'm going to keep the stem as well. The stem is edible, so make sure you guys aren't throwing that away because you are paying for the pound for broccoli. So if you're throwing that away, you're literally just throwing away money. Once that's all chopped up and washed, I'm going to just put that in a big container and keep it in the fridge. And it's going to be so easy to reach for throughout the week and just put with any kind of stir fry or Buddha bowl that I am making. Next up, we want to prep our kale for our salad bowls and Buddha bowls throughout the week. Make sure you're de-stemming your kale. It's really important because the stem is not very edible. Make sure you give it all a good wash. And I find that the best way to store greens is to put it in a container with a clean kitchen towel or paper towel, and that way it'll stay in the fridge really all week. It'll stay fresh and good. And doing this just makes it so easy throughout the week to have like a nice healthy salad for lunch instead of reaching for like a sugary bowl of cereal or ordering takeout, because honestly that can just get so expensive. A few key staple ingredients that are going to make this week's eating so healthy, so easy, and it was super budget friendly. Check out some of my other meal prep videos for some other ideas. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.